Welcome out, gamers and gamettes, to this RGL.gg Invite Highlander match taking place between Hood Naruto and Man Crush Monday. I am Alto, joined at my side by the Godfather, and Dolphin behind the camera as always. Godfather, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing well, thank you. I found out I was casting this just recently. I'm just getting myself situated, but this should be a pretty awesome Highlander match to watch tonight. Both teams coming in 3-0, as I've been told, and hopefully an early look at what the playoff picture might look like later on in a few weeks.
Definitely, yeah, as this is what many are considering to be a Grand Finals preview, and so as you mentioned, Zagron debating us at the last moment, so not showing up. We got together in week 1 and haven't been able to get together since, or week 2 that was. But yeah, both of these teams, as we had said, are undefeated. Likely the winner of this match will continue to go on undefeated in the regular season. So, barring any upsets out of a team like Fat Peter or Freezer maybe, you will likely see whoever wins tonight being the first seed. So, being on product is a pretty good map for it. Something to kind of keep in mind too, though, that we kind of saw in that double feature last week with the Dojo versus Somebody Help is how much missing certain players can kind of damage a team. And MCM have quite a few of their non-mains in right now. I have not been tracking the roster throughout the entire season, but if we want to run down that real quick, they're going to have Animus on Scout, who is definitely a ringer right now, instead of Triple, I believe. Soapy Meister on Soldier, and I'm not sure if Soapy has been maining for them. I know RJ had been playing. I don't know if Soapy's the new main or not. BM on Pyro, who I believe is replacing Marty for tonight. Exile on Demo, Callow on Heavy, Spades on Engineer, as they always do, Rogue on Med, Jerry ringing for Waterson. So Jerry the Prodigy finally getting his chance to make a big name for himself in Invite, but not having your main sniper when you're going up against Lenny on Hood Naruto, definitely going to be an uphill climb for MCM. Evil on Spy. Godfather, do you want to run us down K&D? Or Hood Naruto, I should say?
Yeah, I was going to reference that. Basically, K&D reworked. We got Logan on Scout. Amanda Panda 45 Woot is the Soldier. X Hunter on
JJ Slim, right
there. There you go. Yeah, JJ Slim on Soldier. Wasn't entirely sure. Got X Hunter on Pyro, Bull on Demo, Carson Heavy, Peren on Engineer, Blake on Med, Lenny on Sniper, and Demento as always on Spy. And that is a strong roster looking at that.
Definitely, yeah. As we are live right now, and my game just crashed, so Godfather, you're gonna have to
I will take us
through
away.
mid here. I'll get him ASAP.
Alrighty, coming in onto this first mid, got the demos exchanging spam as always. Looks like we're going to have an early bomb coming in from the red soldier. He's going to try to get behind, but it looks like a heavy's going to catch him out. There goes Callow getting that kill. Gun goes down early, Bull getting that kill. And Soldier trading out on the other side. Looks like a lot falling from blue early, but now red trading out. There goes Carson and Demento, both taken out now. As pressure onto point a little bit from red. There goes BM, taken out by Logan on the side. And looks like we're going to have red getting this cap in as Spades is taken out by a nice headshot from Lenny. Great job by him. Yeah, here comes the cap getting in. Let me know when you're back on the server here. And we're just going to see, yeah, midpoint go for the side of red here. And things are going to settle down. We got a spy crossing point. Not much else to say.
Yeah, I should be back in a sec, so...
Alright, well, during that time, I mean, not a lot's going to happen here. Just know we have the blue Uber coming in. We're going to have the exchange on point. Not finding a lot of kills during the Uber. We'll see if anything comes through the post fight. Scout finding something on a flank there. Logan takes out Spades. Gun goes down. Few kills in favor of red here, but not too many. There's a spy going in behind. Demento finds Cherry, and nice stab there. As 3 down, now 4. Oh, and looks like blue is all falling down here as kills come through for the side of red. And we'll see another hold
here. I am back in here, and yeah, the important thing about that for MCM is that they did not get the point. Uber did not go too well, but Rogue did survive. So they are going to be at a slight disadvantage as he was not healing on the way out, but they're not going to be as far back as they could be. But yeah, Hood Naruto really looking, actually, as Evil gets the counter espionage kill onto Demento. So no spy for that, and we are going to see MCM start pushing up dry here anyway. Lots of spam coming out from Exile behind Rock, but Callow and Soapy are going to go down. Frags already going into the favor of Hood right now, and that push is going to be stymied quite quickly. Rogue going down, Lenny finding the shot from pocket into main, Not sure what Uber percent he was on, but they had to have been close as Blake now has. Exile going in for the sack, not going to find anything, but Blake will get forced. Evil and Animus tagging up on that one, so Uber will come out. Rogue is just spawning, so they're actually going to be dead even on Ubers, but more than half the cap done for Hood Naruto.
Dead even on Ubers, exactly. That was a very fortunate force to get out there on the side of blue. Otherwise, you're going to be pretty much screwed until you can get an Uber up. But as both teams look to build here, 1 minute left on the clock. This is going to be a tough battle here for the side of MCM.
Yeah, they've got less than a minute right now. About a 10% dis out. I think Blake has just been building well. Demento going to get caught out again, so no spy comms, and it looks like they're going to try to use this again to push up. Rogue being zoned off by a single sticky in pocket, finally going to see that dead. But a little bit of cap time. They are going to pick up JJ Slim on Soldier. Jerry, though, going down. Lenny on a 7 streak, has not died yet this round, and is being arguably the biggest thorn in the side of MCM right now as they try to push in. Just Lenny being up constantly.
Yeah, Lenny, I think actually on a 9K right now, putting in all the work right now, top of the scoreboard overall. Looks like an Uber is exchanged here onto point. Not finding a lot of kills so far. It's been the story of the Ubers so far. Just a gun kill in that. Spades does go down finally to Demento, but that wasn't anywhere close to the Uber. And yeah, pressure onto point needs to start coming in here from the side of MCM, but there's a heavy and demo medic. The combo is holding this point tight. There goes Bull. He is taken out, but Kala goes down. There are frags in favor of MCM. They might be able to hold on to this, and it looks like they will grab the cap here as Blake's the only one alive, and he'll get out to spawn here. Nice team fight there out of the side of MCM.
Yeah, Blake surviving is about the only person who survived for Hood Naruto there. MCM were able to get enough cap time that they Hood Naruto maybe got a little over aggressive and got baited onto the point themselves. And we saw good, good kind of collapsing from MCM back in to get that point. But Jerry, who had finally gotten the counter snipe onto Lenny, will get stabbed out. And that is going to open up the floodgates from Hood Naruto. Carson pushing up caution. Going to be a huge thorn in their side. Uber gets popped out. He will go down, but Lenny's going to take out Callow. Bull being dead, though, is going to help stall this for a little bit longer. Karen on the point. She finally gets taken out. And yeah, Blake and Rogue, though. Lenny found the shot onto Rogue as that Uber faded. So both meds going down, but that favors the attacking team, and there's still more than 2 minutes on the clock for MCM, so they're going to need to keep this miracle defense going. Jerry getting stabbed is not going to help that. It's 15 seconds on his respawn. Yeah,
this is going to be a tough one to hold on to. 2 minutes, as you said, and Cap's now just going to come in. If no one contests this, it's just the rounds. I don't think MCM knew that they were in overtime there, or is a miscomm on who was going to get onto point. But a huge misplay there from the entire side of MCM. No one touching point at the last minute.
Yeah, it seemed like they just had too many spawns coming in from how bloody that fight was. The faster spawns on Hood Naruto really coming through there. Next mid, though, Demo's going to be trading from different sides of the point. Bull in pocket, Exile in main. Callow, though, the first frag as JJ gets deep into main. Going to take out Exile as well. Hunter and JJ going down, but all of the frags otherwise are going straight over to Hood Naruto. Rogue is running for his life, already back in spawn as the cap time gets started. So Hood Naruto's mids are explosive.
Very explosive, as you said. Blake did get very low there. I think he found a sandwich from his heavy. That would have definitely made it a little less tough to lose a mid that potently. As Cap comes in, and we'll see if MCM's able to make anything work here. Soapmeister is taken out on the flank. Looks like Hood wants to push in on the flank here a bit. They're going to back off now, but taking some ground, being aggressive. I like what I'm seeing out of the side of Hood Naruto.
Yeah, Exile coming in for a sack, it looks like, and he is going to get it. The Uber is forced out of Blake right here, so we're going to see a jump in from Bull, trying to find Rogue, but Rogue is gone, safe in his own spawn. Full Uber ad acquired for MCM, and they're finally in a spot where they might be able to get a Uber advantage push off. See if they can maybe kind of get a much better footing in Highlander right now, or in this round. But the push is going to have to come out, and they're still kind of in
here it comes. Here it comes. They're going to go in. Can they get Blake here? Looks like Blake is very low, and he's just going to be tickled by an Animus and go down at the end. Yeah, it's going to be kill found, so Rogue staying alive now will be important, but there are 4 frags in favor of Hood right now, as that sack did come through, but Cap's going to remain in favor of Hood right now, and it's going to be tough. Jerry getting taken out by Demento. That's an important pick to contest with, but it looks like Rogue staying safe. It's Not looking too great for the side of...
Nah, and crossing from
Oh,
Pocket
no!
to Rock, he will get taken out by Lenny. Still, I think only maybe 1 or 2 deaths on his name right now. Jerry struggling severely against him, although Soapy coming in afterwards, gonna get Blake. So they're finding the med picks, they're finding the Uber heads this round, but they're just giving up too many frags to do it. And even though they get the med, you know, they're winning the war, but they keep losing the battles.
Right,
They
it's
get
an
the Uber ad, but they never have enough
Yeah.
players to capture point, and despite killing Blake 3 times this round, I think, they still are in the same spot as before. 2 minutes gone by, no caps for MCM.
No caps, and that's the key here. You gotta be getting on point, gotta get that point pressure as often as needed to get that cap in, and we'll see about even numbers right now. Uber in favor of Rogue. Bull getting taken out, though, by Evil, as Demento also goes down. That's 2 big picks in favor of MCM, and we'll see if they can get onto point here, but so far, pretty slow from MCM trying to take time off the cap.
Lenny, though, sitting in Pocket is just as tall as a mountain right now, it feels like. No one is able to push him back. They are getting cap time, as most of the MCM, or the Hood Naruto combo, excuse me, has been forced out right there, kind of back behind main. Cap time almost coming in, but Lenny's going to take out Spade, so they won't get it. Callow trying to edge it, unable to finish it off. There's 10 seconds left. JJ jumping in onto flank, but the Uber gets popped out, forced onto Carson, who's walking up on the enemy Rock. Callow doesn't know, and he's going to get shredded in the back. All the frags are going over to Hood Naruto. Carson finally goes down, but there's barely anyone left to cap the point. Rogue and Exile, who waiting for an arrow, they have a little bit of cap time. Gonna have to get back in on it. Spades needs to touch, but he went concrete. No, it's enough.
They barely get that. As I thought that was going to be another miscommunication there with Spades going off onto the flank instead of touching point. But finally we see a cap come in this round, and it'll be a 20% ad for the side of MCM and Rogue. We'll see how Hood decides to work with this and try to get this second round in.
Yeah, again, they get the overtime cap, but, you know, that's waiting 3 minutes to get your first cap is not how you're going to win a match against a team that, you know, is arguably favored to be better than you. As we're going to see JJ going in for a big bomb. Good reflect coming out at the end to take him out. But Jerry and Exile go down. Sophie finds Blake, but there's no numbers on MCM. The Uber comes out, but Hunter's able to just stall it. And that is the quick 2-0 for Hood Naruto.
This is not the matchup I was expecting to see when I was told that we're going to watch 2 3-0 teams duke it out on product. MCM's really got to step it up here, and I think the key to that is taking out Lenny. But yeah, logs will tell a bigger picture here, so I'm going to pull those up.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, it's you don't want to, you know, he's kind of making his high invite debut, arguably even just his invite debut, but Jerry is not having a good time right now. I don't have the logs up yet, but just looking at the scoreboard, the points were 5-38.
Yeah,
that's a 7x.
Yeah, Lenny with 20 kills and 616 DPM. Am I reading that number right? That is absolutely absurd compared to Jerry going 3-11 with 91 DPM. Lenny is just destroying the entire field right now.
Yeah, and Jerry, on the other hand, 3-11, sub 100 DPM, not too much for him to do. I know he got the one counter snipe onto Lenny at one point, but even when these slight picks are coming in for MCM, it feels like the rest of their team is just getting bulldozed.
I am going to let my dog inside right now. I'm seeing him at the door, so bear with me for a moment. I'll be right back.
Sure thing. I'll take over some more of this analysis. Logan going 13-1 on Scout, only 1 death compared to X Hunter with 3, and then Blake with 4, as well as Lenny. So Logan always staying alive. You could maybe say he's baiting for stats a little bit, but at this point in the game, I don't really think it matters. He's constantly staying alive. He's making sure that even if his med's going down, no one on MCM's able to actually just get in on point and cap. So again, I feel like this is kind of as Godfather said before he VRB'd, it's just, this is not a good, you know, fortunate showing for MCM right now. Not having your main sniper and having I don't know what the kind of the season series between Waterson and Lenny's been in scrims, but Waterson's a sniper who at his best can compete with and potentially even dominate the top of invite. You know, when he's hitting shots, he will hit more flick shots, more god shots than anyone else in the game a lot of the times, and not having him is such a, it's such a non-starter for MCM because they're really just not even able to get past Lenny. Nor are they able to get any other kills. But Godfather's back. So anything, did you notice anything from there, maybe other than the snipers, Godfather, that you think MCM might be able to kind of work off of?
The sniper thing it just sticks out like a sore thumb, but Exile doing good work on demo, going 471, 6-1 and 7. So I think if the side of MCM is able to work a bit more around their combo, and they find some way to neutralize Lenny, they have a good shot here. It's just, you gotta stop Lenny, and that's proving very hard for them so far tonight.
Yeah, just really, really difficult. I mean, I think as you said, Exo's been doing a good job. Evil's found a couple picks onto Lenny at times. It looks to me like Animus is doing a pretty good job, and Soapy Meister's been finding Blake. So, Rogue putting in chat, I have less deaths than Blake. This is a cursed log.
That's true. I didn't even notice that.
But difficult for him to even be in any positions for any deaths when his team's never even making it onto point.
Speaking of
no
deaths,
sacks coming in.
Speaking of deaths, Logan going 13-5 and 1. I think his one death was when MCM got a near team wipe onto Hood Naruto. So if you die once and it's during a team wipe and you're staying alive and doing work the entire rest of the match, props to Logan so far. That's excellent scout gameplay just from looking at the logs.
Yeah, and again, it's just looking at these logs. I mean, there's so much to talk about on what it feels like Hood Naruto's doing right, but that's just, when all the cards are in your favor. Everything's going your way. Carson has not played heavy for a while, and it's refreshing to see how aggressive he can get. That one Uber we saw, he was walking up main side of point. He gets the Uber, and then Blake just takes him in behind MCM's rock. And he kills Jerry, and then he kills Callow by drilling him in the back. And now you have a heavy in the middle of the enemy team's pocket, and it's just causing so much chaos that Hood Naruto is happy to take advantage of.
And that chaos is just making it impossible for MCM to do anything here. If Hood is able to keep up this pressure and make sure there are no clean pushes coming in from MCM, it's not looking good for that side, and we might be seeing a quick match concluding here, but it looks like teams have readied up and we're coming into this third mid. Would you like to take it, or should I?
Yeah, I'll take it. I think you've gotten the pass too. So, Bull not even jumping into mid, walking up through pocket, make sure he keeps his buff. Interesting strategy. Exile again playing on that main side. Lenny though, Soapy's gonna find him right away, but Exile, Animus, and Soapy all die immediately after. Carson is the counter. Caught walking up.
No!
Demento finds Rogue with the revolver backing out to spawn. They're aware that he's going all the way back. BM finding a taunt onto Demento. But
that was
despite
disgusting.
The fast Lenny frag that gave me a modicum of hope for MCM, things just completely went back the other way for Hood Naruto, and they're going to take the mid again, so...
A very clean mid. You lose a few to a bomb early. That's okay. That happens in Highlander. Here comes Soapy Meister, maybe looking for another bomb as I'm saying this. Oh, he's going to just go in and get reflected.
What a reflex.
Disgusting play from that Pyro as he tells him to go away. Evil getting taken out there. So no spy for the side of MCM. Should let nothing stabilize here for Hood as they hold on to this point, but a very clean mid once again from the side of Hood Naruto, as only losing a few to a bomb early on is just a sign of a great team and a very coordinated team. So I'm liking what I see from Hood, but I'd like to see MCM pick it up here and really...
The good news from that sack was they killed someone. The bad news is there's 4 players for an engineer.
Right, exactly.
On call. So, Demento gonna get bumped in pocket. He is not gonna live for too much longer. Gonna go down. So, no comms again, but MCM really doesn't have too many options here. It feels like Evil's gonna get caught up.
Bombing.
Huge bomb out of Soapy. Gonna drop Blake right there.
That was massive.
Pick up the dispenser too. Yeah, huge bomb coming in. The Uber's gonna be popped out. Bull's gonna go down. Perrin gets sniped. Logan, death number 2 coming out of Jerry, finding the shot. Jerry getting himself a 2K back on the board as well. So he's actually got more points than Lenny right now. 3-0. So
there you go.
We'll track this developing story for you as MCM manages to get a cap this time only at the half point in the round rather than the end point. So
there you go. Good job from MCM.
Small improvements here.
That bomb from Soapy was absolutely terrifying to watch from the side of Hood as he just showed up right in their face, dropped the med, no one saw it coming. I've seen Soapy play in sixes recently this season, and he's been very good and shown tonight, true invite player. Cap time coming back a little bit for Hood. It looks like they're going to be able to cap this, but Demento and Logan both get taken out, but Exile and Spade are going to both go down on the other side of the aisle here. A lot of frags being exchanged, but it looks like Hood Naruto is going to have them in their favor. Cap hasn't quite come through yet, as Kalo's just sitting behind Rock here, getting spammed out a bit. He's just going to back off for some health. I'll turn it back over to you, but...
Yeah, the demo pick there just ended up being so much combined with the faster spawn times. We saw JJ be the first death in that fight from the side of Hood, but he was able to get back up and, you know, keep applying pressure to the now wounded people on Hood Naruto, so the cap goes right back over to them. MCM did get a minute off of it, and they are even Ubers right now, so if they can get a good exchange out, they could put themselves in a position to make this round close. But
Rogue
yeah, they're going to be
Rogue
popped
uses.
really early here. Yeah, knows Lenny is probably watching him. Uber's going to be popped out from Hood, obviously going to be better as that defensive Uber. Rogue scampering back up Cliff to keep himself in a safe position. Soapy and Demento are going to go down, but Exile gets sniped out. He has not been able to find ways to live. Jerry will find the pick onto Lenny, but without Exile, it feels like it's going to be difficult for the push. Hood or MCM, though, know they have to take this chance. Calo walking up with BM and Animus, doing their best to try to edge this. Bull going to be hurt a lot, forced back. JJ coming in on a big bomb, going to be taken out midair by Animus, though. And they are almost in a position where they can get cap time. Bull, though, he'll back up, will continue to just output pressure. One of the better demos in Highlander at his best. And Demento able to finally have an extended fight to find Pixen. Gets a 3K. Rogue, Jerry, and Animus with the butter knife. All of this dominating from Lenny made Demento kind of have to play in the shadows a little bit, but finally gets his moment, and he makes the most of it. 10 seconds left on the clock, and MCM are going to have to go full desperation.
Demento showing us why he's one of the best in invite. Excuse me, my dogs are climbing up on me right now, but the cap's gonna, or the Uber's gonna come through from the side of Hood to hold on to this point for one more round, and that will be a quick 3-0 so far tonight.
Yeah, Rogue, Lenny finding Rogue at the end there just for style points, and we are on match point right now for Hood Naruto. Some improvements from MCM that round, definitely. You know, able to get a little bit more time off, able to be a little bit more consistent, but it feels like it might just be too little too late as both demos get into the mid.
Yeah, coming in onto this mid, we might see a high bomb from the Soldier trying to get behind. He's going to look for anything, but he will get taken out there by Spade. So,
Rogue, though, already down. Demento finds him here. Carson and Demento going over, not even going to matter. Soapy, huge bomb landing in main. Going to find Bull. Hunter down as well, so Blake is still alive, I believe. But with only 4 up and no positioning on the side of Hood Naruto, they're going to have to give up the cap. The repush, JJ already back up, though. Benefit of dying early is you spawn early. The mini from Spades, though, going to do a lot of denial right now without that Soldier. Logan basically just denied from edging until Bull gets in, but the faster spawns coming out of Hood Naruto means they're going to be able to swing this right back.
And, yeah, an early cap, but only taking 20 seconds off. It's not looking good for the side of MCM here. They've really got to pick something up, turn it around here, desperation hours, as, yeah, not able to find a lot. Demento taking out Animus in the backline, I believe. Here comes a double sack coming in with the demo and the Soldier. They do get the force out, as we'll see Jerry going down as his Exile. It looks like frags are in favor of Red Team entirely here, as long as Rogue lives, Uber advantage will be in favor of MCM.
Yeah, they should. Rogue at 60% right now. They should get this before the 2-minute mark, and if they can get a quick cap after that, they could even take a time lead for... Well, they took one when they won the mid, but they quickly lost it. They could actually be in a solid position, especially if they're able to find Blake, which, honestly, they've been doing a pretty good job of doing. Exile going to actually jump out of pocket, knowing that some kind of collapse is going to come in. Rogue no! Not able to live. I thought he did not. Thought he was just, you know, baiting the Uber really hard, but JJ able to find a massive bomb coming in.
2 minutes. Yeah, 2 minutes left on the clock here.
They had that ad. Hood Naruto knew they needed to kill Rogue there to make sure, you know, he wasn't able to get it. If that doesn't work, they have to give up that point, you know, with almost nothing in return, but it does end up working out. They're able to trust in their DM.
Yeah, we'll see. 1 minute 40 left on the clock here for Hood Naruto. This is looking like it's going to be a quick 4-0. We'll see maybe a bomb come in. Oh, Exile's gonna get taken out by Demento. A nice step there. Looks like Evil tried to get in, but got caught a bit. He'll back off. Not a lot happening right now, as we'll wait and see. How does Rogue push in here against a full Uber? Got a sack for a force, right?
You'd think so. I mean, with only a minute left, though, and Lenny going down, they might not actually do that. Exile, unfortunately, though, keeps being one of the first people down, making it hard to capitalize on any of these pushes. They are going to flood point, though. Lots of hit scan. Bull just not taking enough damage, getting tanked up through it all. Spade's going to force him back, but will go down. Half the cap time there as Rogue comes up with Uber, so if they can get this off, once Exile comes back in, they might have a chance. This Wrangled Mini, though, Perent on concrete, doing a ton of just pestering onto the MCM players, knocking off buffs. Uber's gonna come out early. Big jump out of Exile, gonna be linked back up with Rogue, but gets air blasted out. Jerry in the backline gonna help take out Demento. No spy, but also no point control for MCM.
Oh, sorry, Sophie just hit a nasty air shot in the backline. I don't know if that was on cam.
JJ putting no in chat, knowing that he got exposed, as Sophie says. Unfortunately, though, actually no, it looks like they will get this. Animus doing his best to try to cap, but Hunter gonna force him off of it. Callow not taking any positioning. Animus going down. Callow gonna be able to finish this off, it looks like. Will he get the cap? They will. MCM able to take it. Only 11 seconds left, though.
Pressure right back onto point from the side of Carson.
Carson's already up on Rock. Yeah. Callow has no idea, and he's gonna get rolled. We saw this happen before. MCM gets meat grindered behind Rock. Carson just slowly walking forward. Did he just walk forward and down smash?
I guess so. Right to everything, and that's gonna be. Oh, here comes. Did you just see BM just get destroyed? That was he tried to touch point, and the entirety of Hood Naruto decided no. But that will be a quick 4-0 tonight, as we'll take a look at logs, but not going to show too much.
Yeah, really, just. Lenny, 31-9, was not able to equal his first half DPM, dropping below 500 on the combined. Only 477, disappointing. Actually getting beaten out by Demento. I mean, granted you got backstab damage in there, but 477 to 479. Logan finishing 31-5, tying Blake's deaths. Rogue does end up dying more than Blake in the end, so all is right in the world, but.
Of just absolute dominance from Hood Naruto, though. Across the entire matchup, Lenny putting in all the work, and, no chance for MCM to take this one tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to just harp on Jerry the entire time, because I don't really think that's fair to him. He hasn't been mating for Waterson. He hasn't had too much experience in here, but to look at something that I think might be a little more fair for criticism, and obviously the sniper diff is going to have a huge impact on the rest of the team, but there really felt like a combo gap between these two teams that even if Waterson was there and, popping off, maybe that gets MCM a round or two, like maybe that third or fourth round, if Waterson's, putting up Lenny numbers basically, from the first half, maybe those go over, but it felt like Exile was dead constantly. He had 19 deaths, which is so much for a demo man. Callow was getting bamboozled by Carson, and again, when that sniper diff is there, it allows them to exert that much pressure, right?
Right.
But the end result is that even when Lenny was going down, when Jerry and Evil were finding picks, when Soapy was getting these huge bombs, it felt like Exile was dead for half of them.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. And just looking at the raw kills from each team, 155 to 82. It's not just a sniper diff and in a thrashing that hard. So I don't want to shame Jerry tonight. He played well. That was just a tough one for the entire side of MCM.
Actually, looking back on it, he ended up equaling the SVS. I mean, you can argue that if he's only going for the SVS, whereas Lenny's going for everything else, and they're still going equal, that is obviously, again, going to show a difference, but it still ended up 4-for-4. I mean, granted, the kills elsewhere were 27-6, which is having a huge impact, but I expected a little bit better from MCM's combo. It just felt like there was too many times they were dying to random spam. Rogue was getting out often, but once they started getting competitive, it felt like he was dying more, which is going to happen, just because there's more chaos when you're consistently running sacks and running back to spawn. It's kind of easy to stay alive, but you also have no chance of winning. So it's really a bad situation for MCM, but the hope is that, the next time these two teams meet, MCM will have all their mains and we'll be able to see something, that's closer to what the team's true potential is really at.
I'm looking forward to that matchup too. Whether I'm casting or watching here, that should be a good one. Definitely MCM when they come back, assuming it happens, which we both expect it will. They'll have a lot to prove going into that next matchup. But so Hood Naruto now advancing to 4-0, and Man Crush Monday going to 3-1. Both teams going to be top of the ladder as far as I'm aware. So a lot more to come from the rest of the season in both these teams.
Definitely, and I think that may end up being the last time we see Hood Naruto this season. If MCM's not able to do too much against them, I think we can safely write off most of their other matches as rolls. As far as other matches, it looks like MTS managed to beat the Dojo. Bit of a surprise. That's probably the only other match that's in right now, but we could see Fat Peter potentially moving up to 3-1 with a presumed win against Division Dysphoria, so they would likely be kind of tying MCM for second right now. Granted, they already lost to them in week 1, so I think the 1 and 2, hierarchy is pretty well established at this point. Again, just unfortunate for MCM that this is the week they have to play Hood Naruto.
Right, not having mains is it's tough to deal with, but I think both teams played well, and I'm excited to watch more from both of them, as I've already said. But that's it from me. Anything else you want to talk about, or we gonna wrap it up?
I think we can wrap it up here. So, quick one this week.
Yeah. Thank you for having me here.
No problem. Yeah, probably not the best match to debut Highlander in, but still
glad
an
I
important
was
match all
on
the same.
call. Glad I was on call.
Yeah,
tonight.
and I'm gonna go yell at Zag later for vanishing without saying anything at all. So shame on him. Shame on Zag. No shame on Dolphin. Steadfast
No shame on Dolphin.
behind the camera as always. Hearts in the chat as always. But I think that'll do it from us. So thanks for watching. Apologies, it couldn't be a better match. And we've got some 6s coming to you guys, I believe, tomorrow and on Thursday. And we'll have Highlander again next Monday. And I'll probably catch you then. Good night.
Peace.